slow rolling and not going is different than just deciding to take a conservative route.
So it looks like 5-color Niv Mizzet versus Eldrazi taxes. There you go. Hell yeah. Probably need to get some multiple punts in there.
If you're slow rolling, that's like I have the win and I know it, and I'm just choosing not to.
Yeah.
Whereas there's arguably not the same.
Percent colored Niv. No, that's not what I want.
What is this?
5-color Niv versus black-white Eldrazi taxes.
Good God. I don't think Eldrazian taxes has the disruption that it takes to stop the value iceberg from finally crashing into your sweet, supple shoreline.
I know, man. I've seen Displacer's Tide Hollow Sculler do a lot of work.
Look, you've got little cute deck over here with its synergies, trying to collect the Infinity Stones or whatever, and then meanwhile Niv Mizzet is like, I am inevitable. He's sitting over there, he's flying, he's a 6/6, he's bigger than all of your dudes, he draws you 4 cards, and then you're like, man, every single bit of that game that I was scraping through and trying to lock you out has just been completely undone, and you've drawn 4 2-for-1s. Unless you
disrupt their hand.
Unless you play Leonid Arbiter and then 4 consecutive Ghost Quarters. That's how you do it.
I think I was really living the dream there.
I mean, if you just play Leonid Arbiter, it's probably good enough in this matchup to free roll you a game. There's a lot of the ways that he's going to establish his mana base is through fetching. Although, you are playing Bird
I just look at the punt thing, I love it. RTFC for the punt. The little icon for the punt. Yes, I love it.
Here's the thing. You can only cheese for so long. It is black-white cheese, but as soon as that cheese finally curdles, there's nothing else there.
Oh my god. So many cheese jokes.
Look, this cheese is not a cut above the rest.
Liam, we all know how much you love to cut the cheese.
Is that why you keep having pink eye?
A little bit. So, no turn 1 Astrolabe.
I just went down a really terrible rabbit hole in my brain.
So, they say no Astrolabe for the 5-color Nivet. And Astrolabe is a very key card.
No,
I love
turn
how
1 Vial.
Ooh, but turn 2 Displacer seems fine.
What are you displacing? Your opponent's Niv Mizzet? Hope they choose to deck themselves?
I mean, unfortunately, like, Nick's just going to get one of the shock lands, and he has the pillar in hand, so he's just going to end up lightning helixing the Displacer. But you definitely have, like, as a Taxes player, you definitely have to put on pressure. You can't just sit back and wait for them to do stuff.
Yeah, that's true. You have to present a game that's both disruptive and progressing your actual way of winning.
Yeah.
Which does not always happen out of these Death and Taxes decks. Sometimes they just dirtle, or sometimes they draw a hand that's too slow and reactive and can't really manage to
capitalize.
Yeah, exactly. Their window of opportunity kind of escapes them.
Bunny, why'd you do that? Like, that deck runs like what? 3 Ren and 6s?
Depends.
2
Some
to 3.
don't.
Yeah, 2. Well, no, I think they have to run 6 at some number. It's like 2 to 3.
Some builds don't. It is your best scroll card for sure.
Well, the fact that it fixes your mana bases.
Yeah.
Alright, I mean, you're not wrong on that one.
Strong disagree. Grixis Shadow is currently better Jund. This is like I don't know what to classify this as.
Ooh, that is a Sword of Feast and Famine. Oh, I think I have the wrong list up. I think he's running the Stoneforge Mystic package in this one. It's like swing for 3.
Oh yeah, because Arbiter would be super super good here.
Yeah.
And
Lightning Helix it.
Just actually so good.
A 3-run 3 Oko. Why would you do that to your friend? That's like $500 right there.
Yeah. That's rough.
It's just like, I don't think it's his, I think it's his frenemy. I think okay, like, no, you should build this deck because it's crazy expensive.
Oh, you're getting out of Magic? You just never seem to win any games? Oh, man.
I tell you what,
I'll take your stuff.
I'll buy you out for half price. I'll give you a little more than what any store would offer you.
Jenda's more expensive.
So Jen does run 4 red and 6s.
And Liliana and Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf's actually aren't too bad right now.
Like what? How much? $60?
I think they're actually down around 50.
Nice. I think I'd be happy in a format where most rares cost $20 and no more than that.
So Pioneer. Once it actually sells.
It's probably going to be more expensive than that.
Probably. Well,
there's going to be key mythic rares that are limited.
Yeah.
People hoard.
I mean, yeah, but still just Jund. Like, lightning bolts aren't expensive. Fatal pushes aren't really expensive anymore.
Inquisition's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Rip Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I was like, Thoughtseizes just took a spike.
Rip Thoughtseizes.
Blood Rager.
Raging Ravine's pretty cheap.
Blood Rager pretty cheap.
The fetch lands are all reasonable, and so are the shocks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys have reasonable fetch lands because nothing has blue. Blue's always.
Unfortunately, Blackleaf Cliffs are pretty pricey.
Yeah. Do you need Blackleaf Cliffs though?
In Jund, yeah. All of your best one drops are red and black.
Okay.
Jund is really like red-black control, splashing, Raging Ravine, Tarmogoyf, and Skoos.
I mean, he's just like
that. It's,
Displacer.
It's pulsating on the stack
Because it's foil.
It's revving up and ready to go. Is this a Kaya's Guile you in response? This looks like it. Edict you, I gain 4. You don't want to get a 1/1 because it's just going to get displaced. So you should gain that life, fam. Is that Crunch Par going to be a spirit?
It is.
That's a crunchy spirit.
He's like, activate Stoneforge. Put in a Sophie.
The spirit is the good condition of my teeth before after eating this Crunch Par. Wait.
It's okay.
Displaced.
No, this is a flashlight now? It's a flashlight.
You went there.
I did.
No,
it's a Butterfinger. Butterfinger? What?
It's an Exacto Net. He's threatening his opponent.
I'm so good. What is going? Why would you do that on the playmat? What is
He's carving spirit
oh my God.
into it.
I don't think it. I don't.
What does that say?
I don't know. Maybe it's a frowny face. I don't know.
Technically, you can use anything as a token, right?
Why?
My spirit is actually my Glock.
And it's gonna be pointed at you when it's attacking.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fairy down tick.
Bounce. Get in with that Crunch Bar, dude.
Apparently he carved 1/1 into the Crunch Bar.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Get in there. Smear chocolate on your plate.
I was like, why would you take it out of the wrapper?
The amount of your opponent's hands get all over your sleeves. Your hands get all over your sleeves. It all goes onto your playmat. That is a non-sanitary zone. The 10-second rule is gone. You can't eat that anymore.
Like, attempt to equip. It resolves because you only have 1 red.
Resolves.
I now have protection from red. You can't helix me.
Yeah.
And blue. You can't Teferi me either. I mean, Ryan may have just turned a corner here.
He can block with the spirit.
Once.
If it doesn't get displaced. You could also just play another Teferi.
See, then look. Now it's like Mark Sleeves, way to go.
No.
Because of all the chocolate and all the fingerprints and all the viruses.
No, see, my sleeves weren't marked. You see, only 3 of my Urza's towers happened to be marked. The other one was a power plant. This can't possibly be cheating. Do.
Yeah, it's...
Yep.
Whoops.
Yeppers. That's a yikes from me, kids.
Yeah.
He's looking at his sideboard right now, questioning whether or not he has what it takes to even bring this to a next game. It's going to be a Bring to Light. I believe he's got Glittering Wish in his deck.
He
So
does.
he might be looking to like Glittering Wish for some BS.
Voice of Resurgence? Because, I mean, Pro Red, Pro Blue takes away a lot.
You could Glittering Wish for...
That's not his full sideboard, by the way. It's just there's so many goddamn cards, I can only get so many on.
If you have like... Yeah, I was trying to think of the name of that card, but yeah, just destroy the artifact.
Yeah.
Boom. Get
That's
in with your
unfortunate.
spirit. Get in there.
But no, the MTG Spirit there, he can double block the Displacer.
If he kills the spirit, does he have to eat the candy?
Yes. Ryan gets to eat the candy because he killed it. That's how that works.
Gets to eat. Interesting word choice.
Oh.
Where that came from.
Oh.
Baby. Pro green.
Yeah. So and black, so you can block with the Spirit if you want to.
If the spirit didn't attack, it's kind of an ambivalent spirit. The state in which it is.
Wait, if it's a white and black Spirit.
That is true.
So it can't block. Like, you discard a card, I untap my land.
How can he capitalize on this? How can he utilize his fresh, untapped lands?
I don't know what he has in hand.
He's got a Coiling Oracle, a Helix.
That's not a Coiling Oracle, sir.
Oh, yeah,
That's a Quaddle. It's a Quaddle.
Ice Fang Codal.
Quaddle.
They're both snakes.
Quaddle.
They're both snakes. And
Sneaky
they're both
snake.
Simic.
But one has flash. One's a
A
sneaky.
snake
One
is
is one's a sneaky snake.
A snake is a snake is a snake.
But one's a sneaky snake.
What's he gonna choose? Looks like he's choosing Niv? Okay.
Yeah, because it's like, alright, you have to waste a Helix.
Oh, Helix wasn't.
Oh!
Nope, never mind.
I was like,
Oh, and that gets.
right,
that big
and just boop.
The big blowout.
Oh man.
That's a good follow up.
Oh.
Untapping your lands. Your opponent discarded a card. You untapped your lands. You made You made 5 more power. You killed the creature and exiled the card from the
And
graveyard.
like next turn, you can blink
That
the
Niv
Tidal
Mizzet-
Sculler twice.
That Niv Mizzet should not be in the graveyard. It should be in exile.
No, because the Wasteland Stringer take it from exile, puts it in the graveyard.
Oh,
for
okay,
the mastery.
yeah, that's right. That's how that works.
That's what I said. Like, but like now,
Take up my Teferi.
like no, like you have to kill Tidal Sculler with a Helix this turn, like right now.
No, you don't.
Because if
you
you
let
target
your opponent flicker it a million times and just completely fog every single one of your draws, it's fine. That's great. Why would you let me?
as Liam's like gets more depressed.
Do
Oh,
that.
what the?
He's heating up the chocolate. He's heating up the chocolate. That's cheating.
I got change of power. Hang on. 2.
By the time the game is over, he's gonna have to peel the little crunched bar off of his playmat.
Oh my god, so
Good
bad. Oh.
5-color land is like $30.
What? No.
What are we talking about? Talking about Myriad Landscape right now?
Oh no, I think he's talking about the actual pillar.
Oh yeah.
The pillars, yes.
Man, my friend gave me a foil one for a commander deck, and I had it just in like a pile of cards, and we found out what the price was, and like, oh.
And you're like, goodbye.
Yeah. I gave it back to him. He sold it. Fair is fair. It's fair.
It's like, attempt to Helix. You might as well flicker it. Flicker it.
Do it. Do it.
What? You have a colorless, yeah. Just flick it. Like, fine.
Get fucked.
It's like, I say it's non-land. You can keep that.
Should have done it. He was like, no, take it anyway. I don't want this. What do you mean non-land?
Well, he's gonna discard from the Feast and Famine.
Yeah. Like, no, it goes to your hand. No, it doesn't. It's like some damage went through to the Ren, some went to him.
Yeah, I think 3 went to the red.
The 2 is probably going towards the Teferi.
The 5. Oh, TKS.
In your draw step,
He doesn't have,
not sear you.
doesn't have enough.
I know.
He's
and
one
you would,
short.
You would
And
skull
you'd skull her anyway, yeah. I think like
Supreme
Niv would be the
verdict.
best top. Ooh.
Trophy. Okay,
He
you
can't
can-
hit the Displacer though.
Yeah, but you could Teferi, bounce the not sear, draw 2 cards, hope to hit a Wrath.
You can Teferi the sword and then Assassin
could-
Trophy the Displacer.
You could Teferi the Displacer.
You could.
You could Teferi your Could you imagine if Teferi bounced Planeswalkers?
No, Teferi would actually be broken then.
Busted. He's got a trophy, so I think you start with Teferi bounce Thought-Knot Seer, see what you get. 2 fresh ones. There was something. Didn't get a good glimpse.
Like he can feel it coming in the air tonight. To Kolaghan's command?
That is
A
destroy
draw artifact, 2 damage. Okay.
And he's got the trophy, so you could finish off. Like you have to go for the Thought-Knots. You have to go to the Displacer now, before he gets to untap and start flickering.
Wait, didn't he already uptick? The Brandon 6?
Yeah, it should be at 1.
It should be at 2. No,
Yeah,
because
after he
it
should be at 2.
Yeah, okay.
Trophy now. Trophy now. Well.
Oh, yeah, you let him have an untap. Why?
He has to use most of his mana to cast the Thought-Knot Seer, so he won't be able to displace.
But if he drew a land...
So maybe he just wants him to Thought-Knot Seer, and then in response he'll trophy...
The Displacer? I mean...
No, trophy the Thought-Knot Seer?
No, because then he gets to see what card he draws, and then take it out. I think you just target the Displacer.
Interesting time to choose to do that.
He takes... If it's a land, I think it's fine.
Gets a swimp.
I don't know what card's in his hand. But he's still holding it there.
Wouldn't you get planes if your deck is playing Flicker Wisp?
He has a Godless Shrine already.
He's got a Godless Shrine and then Pain.
And a Waste.
No, he's how many Pain lands is that? That's 2 Pain lands.
Yeah.
And a Waste and a Plains. Okay.
Yeah, so he's fine.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
at this point.
It's like, alright, Tide Hello swings at Ren 6 to kill it.
Yeah. So now you want like a Bring to Light for a Niv Mizzet, or a Glittering Wish for some sideboard value, or Niv himself. Man.
Ooh, 3, 4.
Is this Bring to Light?
Oh,
Huntmaster.
Huntmaster. All right. We get some blockers.
You get a free block, the 2/2 to the Tidal Scholar, and then you probably want this to transform so it can positively trade.
So you're hoping that your opponent doesn't draw a spell.
You're at 12, so you've got some leeway here. It's
Yeah.
not like you're just on chump duty. Full out. So Wolf, he's debating whether or not he wants to trade the Wolf token. But at this point, your opponent can just double block the Thought-Knot Seer, and then you get nothing of this combat. So it's unlikely to happen anyway. Okay, so Wolf is going to trade with Scholar.
Sounds.
Is that good with you? That's good with me.
Yep. All right. So you take 4.
Wolf token existing in the graveyard for a short period
Ooh.
of time. Taking 4. There's another Pain land. He's out of cards.
So it's
Passes,
gonna flip.
Huntmaster transform trigger. He remembers it.
Yep. So 2 damage to Ryan and
2 to you.
Yep.
Don't know why he's putting his life total up there. Okay. Draw. There's an Astrolabe. That's a redraw. If he casts another spell after this, Huntmaster gets to transform again.
Does.
There's
That's
a Helix.
Helix. Woo! All right.
Helix that to finish it off.
Ooh, and draw additional card.
Draw
Oh,
a
wow.
card, and you get another 2/2. Oh, and you get attacker 4. Everything's looking Niv Mizzet now.
Yeah, I was like, that was a pretty good set of draws.
Yeah. You couldn't really ask for much more. You got 2 spells, and you got a removal spell on the Thought-Knot Seer.
See, I don't think Ryan should have cast the Thought-Knot Seer. I think he should have just attempted to flicker the Tide Hollow Scholar earlier. Because he could have done that twice to take cards out of his opponent's hand.
I think you start out by going to combat and seeing what your opponent wants to do. And
That's
then
also
post combat, you can start making your decisions. If you're like a new player, that's
a Niv Mizzet.
Oh,
Oh, wow. The Labe, Helix, Mizzet is just 3 probably perfect draws.
Yeah. Let's see. There's 1, 2.
Oh.
3,
4, 5.
There's
5.
4 spells. No, I think he's got double Ring of Light in the pile. So he's got 4
spells. Okay,
spells.
yeah.
Abrupt Decay, Bring to Light, Supreme Verdict, and...
I don't think Ryan can come back from this point.
Looking pretty grim.
So attack you for 4, put you to 13.
Transform trigger.
Transform, gains 2 life and gets a 2/2 wolf. So that's 10 damage just right there.
Inquisition of Kozilek targeting you. Alright,
You get the Abruptic Care of the Dreadbore.
I'll take a second game.
Yeah, I was like, because it's like, swings for 10, bring the light for 5, helix you.
Yeah.
It's
that easy,
kids. Never didn't have it.
That's more like never didn't have it again and again and again. Hey, look, gas.
Hey,
look, gas.
Hey,
ooh, more gas.
Ooh. The Thrones of Eldrazi promo pack. Let's see if Frank gets anything good while he's on camera. Or Nick. Ooh. Spinning the wheel.
Jace, Unwinding Midnight Clock, and don't know what that one is.
The dragon from Thrones. I don't know what the second card is.
Is that the fetch land?
No, it's not Fable.
Oh, okay, that's the 5 mana. That looks like the 5 mana Gruul spell that lets you play an additional land.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
okay. And then like exile
turns
whatever.
into an elk.
Yes. Nothing real exciting. All right, sideboards.
I hard passed that card in draft. The 5 mana.
Oh yes, okay. I was like the thing that makes it something that's 3/3 elk. No, that's a great card.
It's like a pick 7.
That's like a pick 3.
like
Make any creature do a 3/3 and you draw a card.
There's like a lot better stuff. There's like better removal.
Yeah.
You've got Cauldron is better removal. Baked into Pie, best removal. Was it Abandoned Hope? The 2 mana exile creature.
Reef Soul.
Reef Soul. And then that's the one that's power 3 or less, and then there's one that's CMC 4 or greater. That's uncommon.
Yes, yeah.
That's all better removal. That card's like almost not even removal.
Yeah. So Rest in Peace definitely comes in. Sorcerer's Spyglass definitely comes in. Not Rest in Peace. Stony Silence. So Sorcerer's Spyglass, Stony Silence. Kimball doesn't seem terrible. And Gideon doesn't seem terrible either.
And Stony Silence for?
Astrolabes.
That's it.
It's a big.
That's
a big.
Good enough.
When it's a 5-color deck that needs to be able to filter.
4 Astrolabes. I'm not bringing in Stony Silence for 4 Astrolabes. Fuck that, dude.
Oh, you wrong.
Spyglass is good because it's got a myriad of planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Kimball is great. Gideon is fine. I'm not bringing in Stony Silence. Maybe it was Stony Silence. Your opponent's gonna just play fetch lands, Ren and 6, and get all their perfect mana base anyway.
I'll tell you, I hear this. The Spyglass, Liam. God.
You can also just sorcerer Spyglass Astrolabe.
You can't.
Yeah, you can.
It's a mana ability.
I mean, you still get to activate the ability, but you can still name it. So point to what I said in that sentence that was wrong.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's easy setup for that one.
That was, God damn it.
Warden exposed on stream. It's even more exposing than that one time you accidentally flashed your balls. We don't talk about that because you don't want Twitch to know.
No, sir, that was butthole. Okay. I know it looks similar to you.
The trifecta.
Trifecta.
Balls, taint, and asshole.
Exactly.
That's the pick. The dick pic is overrated. You send a girl the trifecta, she's down every time. Trust. Free money at a bank with a gun. These are just life hacks.
Oh man. And people wonder why I say no. You need to be 18 to watch this stream because of things like this.
It's infrequent when it happens. I've held myself back tonight. All right.
I mean, yes, you have. That's why I said there's no reason I make this an 18+ stream.
There's been 2 moments where I'm like, man, I could go down a real foul rabbit hole right now. So a foul rabbit hole filled with pus and bile.
Sounds like your ex-girlfriend.
Hey. Rude.
Never not got him.
Never didn't have it ever.
And that's the thing with like the Niv Visit decks, right? Like they just don't really sideboard because they.
Yeah, whatever.
It's like whatever I need, let's go Glittering Wish for.
My
It's
sideboard is my main board.
Yeah.
It's like the Karn decks. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, yes. I mean, the Karn decks still do have some sideboard cards, like the Warping Whales.
You know what happened? He was inevitable. I was right. He was not disruptive enough, and then Niv Mizzet became inevitable.
Okay, like when he gets like perfect top draws.
Inevitable top draws.
Ugh. Also, Brian did, I think, make some play mistakes, and like.
They're on both sides.
Yeah.
On both sides. There was good people on both sides. Reopen those cases. What really happened on 9/11?
That
right?
seemed, what was it, 5 land? I don't think Taxes keeps that hand.
Reopen the files.
Apparently they do. And they have a field.
Bird.
Burb.
Yeah, Stony Silence looking real strong right now.
It is looking so good.
Yeah, fuck. If my opponent played Stony Silence against my 4 Astrolabes, I'd be like, hell yeah, dude. I just Thoughtseize this man. This man just played a dead card against me. I just got a free card. And
good old Ren and 6. Fetch, get it back.
Shoot my bird for 1. What's up? Man, I was drafting with Sam, and we had a 1 of that 1/4 fairy.
Yeah.
And we made so many jokes about just like return 2 cards to my hand, recast it, no value, pass. Like just stupid stuff like that. Our opponent's targeting a different creature in response. Discard 2 cards, replay them.
I mean, how were your sideboard cards at that point?
We had Giant's Cleaver in our sideboard that we were not going to main deck because we were blue-black control that we would wish for occasionally.
Alright.
And then Into the Story was in our sideboard because we had better options in our main board and no real ways to set it up in our main board. So we're like, hey, probably not main boardable, but occasionally we did wish for it.
Yeah.
It was also just a 1/4 blocker and flyer. That's the main reason we were playing it.
Man, that Field of Ruin in Ryan's hand's looking pretty bad when there's 2 basic lands on the other side. Oh, that's a Stoneforge.
2 basics and a Ren and 6. So you're really not doing anything disruptive.
Yeah. Here's good old Stoneforge.
Completely broken. Ban this card. What's he going to do? Play a sword and equip it on turn 4? Come on, Wizards, please. That's protection from red, protection from black. When the equipped creature deals combat damage, destroy target artifact or planeswalker your opponent controls.
Yeah, I was like, and I mean, Nick has enough to be able to cast a Lightning Helix to just kill Stoneforge.
Or just block with Bird if the need ever arose. Which it probably won't.
3, so tapping 4.
Supreme Breed.
Oh, Bloodbraid Elf.
That's a good card.
Into an Astrolabe.
Hell yeah.
Oh, look, Liam. Stop his mana
You
filter.
know what? If he top decks Stony Silence right now in his sword deck, gonna be real good.
No. So I'm pretty sure the sideboard's wrong. I'm pretty sure he doesn't play Stony Silence in that, but...
I mean, the only reason you'd sideboard Stony Silence in, if you're this deck, is if you're playing against Hardened Scales. That's the only time that it's going to be advantageous for you.
Yeah. Well, at that point, you just take out your swords and your Stoneforges anyway.
You take out your swords, probably leave in the Aether Vials. Just in case you don't have it.
Yeah. TKS, yeah, we're going to take that Niv Mizzet away from you.
Yeah. Left with double Helix lands.
Which, I mean, he can still cast double Helix? Right?
Probably going to wait for double Helix to see if he tries to equip the sword to something. His opponent gets in for 1 with Stoneforge.
Yeah.
Doesn't even bother tagging the Ren 6. You could minus Ren 6 on the Thought-Knot Seer, then Helix it, draw a card. That's what's happening. And that, and like, now even
Oh,
if he
so
casts the
Helix,
sword,
Helix down tick. Alright,
yeah,
I was...
now if he even tries to play sword and Helix, he's got that option covered too.
Yeah.
There's another land. It's got Supreme Verdict, Helix, land.
Yeah, Niv Mizzet very much in the control of this game right now.
Thought-Knot Seer on turn 4, not looking strong enough. Draws a swamp for turn.
Yeah, he has a lot of land in hand too, I think is the other issue.
The thing is, you know what your opponent has in hand. The way that his mana is tapped, he currently cannot cast Helix.
He can't.
So
He can
this-
cast. So Ryan can cast Wasteland Strangler. Put the Niv Mizzet from exile into the graveyard to kill the Stoneforge or to kill the BBE.
Yeah.
Looks like that's what he's doing. Stoneforge can go up to round 6 for 1.
He's going to face, I think. I don't think he cares.
I mean, so he Nick still can technically cast the Lightning Helix because he has a Prismatic Vista. He can just go find a Plains or
Oh, okay. I couldn't see what his
yeah.
last land was there.
But we still can't see it. Looks like he got a Plains.
Oh man. Okay. So what does Ryan need to suddenly just be in control of this game? Batterskull actually wouldn't be bad, considering his opponent has a Wrath effect.
Yeah.
You can just pick up and replay Batterskull. But you're going to need a lot of things to go wrong for your opponent, and a lot of live draws from you.
Yeah.
The board state's not terrible, but
Like Nick seems to have a handful of land as well as Supreme Bricks. I mean,
he's
Nick.
bricking after the resolution of the Wrath. So I think what's going to happen is he's going to wait at least a turn, block with the bird, see if Ryan wants to commit any more cards.
I'm kind of looking at a split card. Oh, I think it's the flower. You can search your deck for a basic land, put it in your hand, and then it has something else on the other side. It's from one of the guilds.
It's opportunity is the second half of it.
No, it's not that one. It's not the 3-drop one. It's one green-white hybrid. Search your deck for a 4-star plains, put it into your hand. It's from Guild of Ravnica.
I thought there was one that was Simic that was ramp for a land and then flashback draw 2 cards.
There is, but that costs a green and 2 to your
Yeah.
basic land and play
Okay.
tapped. We should know that. It's played in your Bant Field deck and Pioneer.
I proxied it.
Yeah.
Riot? No. Is it Riot's fault? No, it's not.
No, it's something opportunity.
Yeah, the second half of it is opportunity. I do not recall.
You can do a little happy dance once you get the email.
So you get an electronic mail that tells you that you've got
Physical
real
mail. This is why the post office is dying.
Yeah. Here's what you do. Whenever you order cards, get blackout drunk when you do it, and then we won't remember it. Once you sober up, suddenly you get a present in the mail from your past self. What's up, dude?
Here's a problem with that.
Life hack. Getting blackout drunk and then making purchases is not a good idea.
Wait, I spent how much?
Oh, no.
What do you mean I ordered 10 Black
I
Lotuses?
just pranked myself. I pranked myself with a tire iron.
I need you to explain to me in full detail how one pranks itself with a tire iron.
I can show you how you prank somebody else with a tire iron.
Okay, alright.
That's an SNL sketch with Christopher Walken. It's like a prank show. And Christopher Walken's like, I made this video of me pranking my coworker. And it's just him beating his coworker brutally with a tire iron. He's like, look, whammy! I pranked him! The guy's like really uncomfortable. It's good shit. Very funny.
I'm seeing if Nick has enough to cast Supreme. So he has the blue, white, he can filter, yeah, so he has enough to cast Supreme.
Yeah, and he's looking to draw Bring to Light or Niv at this point, and then he'll just overwhelmingly have more cards than his opponent.
Yeah.
But until that point, he's stalling, and we saw the chump with the bird, and now the Supreme Verdict is probably gonna hit play this turn.
Yeah.
Because then the swords in your opponent's hand aren't doing anything. Draws another land, that's a brick. Multiple lands in hand.
Yeah.
But he's still fine with his game plan.
I mean, right, because like, the thing is, you still have Ren 6, and then if you ult him, then you're just like, alright, cool, I'm just going to keep casting Lightning Connects until you're dead.
Yeah. And if anything goes wrong, then guess what? There's a Supreme Verdict. That's gonna
Which I think he's going to just do it now.
Yeah, it's a fine time to do it.
Yeah.
Even though your opponent has 2 swords. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Yeah, put some swords into play. You can't equip them. But Ryan's still got plenty of actual cards. Meanwhile, the grip full of lands, not doing it for Nick.
Yep.
Looks like, yeah, what up?
We're in 6 ults at 8? 7. Okay, so in 3 turns. Oh, Kimball is a pretty good one.
Kimball is a great follow-up.
Off the top.
Anything? Is that a trophy? No,
That's
a
a
glitter
wish.
You lose 2 life from... Okay, his life total is so high it does not matter.
Yeah, he's at 20. So, I mean...
Glitter... Oh, wait, no, he could just minus the Ren 6. No, Kambal is a 2-3.
It's a 2-3.
I always think Kambal is a 1-2, because a 2-1 because of Sin Collector.
Oh, yes. No.
No,
Yeah.
2-3.
Yeah.
Good card.
I could get my own Kimball and just negate everything I'm doing as well.
No.
Vraska. Oh.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, Vraska's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Cause you downtick to Abrupt Decay.
You Abrupt Decay, and then you can sack your Astrolabe next turn to draw a card.
Oh no!
The return of the candy.
Oh no! Jesus. As long as it doesn't open it. Start.
Remove 3. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to give those Butterfingers to your opponent when you minus the Butterfingers
And then
off
you,
of the Vraska.
and you just take them back to you pluser.
Yeah.
You thought you had candy? No.
No. I'd like to see... You could use candy as food tokens. That'd be kind of cool. Be a great way to get Darbritus. So every turn, his land drops are no longer useless. He can start sacking lands with Vraska after he sacks the Astrolabe.
Well, I mean, then he also has Ren 6 to get him back.
Yeah.
So... Reality Smasher? Reality Smasher!
Hell yeah. Tags Brass. No, it does not tag Vraska.
Tag Vraska!
No, because Vraska can't kill your Reality Smasher, and his... Well, okay, you gotta...
It doesn't do that, but the Vraska digs him
gets,
deeper.
Yeah, you're okay. Vraska gets to do a redraw.
Bye, Bunny!
Catch you later.
We won't be here on Sunday because we'll be at a tournament, but we'll take video and post it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna hack the stream and stream a really boring arena. I'll do that.
What?
Probably not. No.
I mean, I would like to win.
If they don't win, I'm gonna give them shit.
I mean, it's when you don't win, we give you shit. It's kind of expected.
Yeah. What's the venue? What's the venue that it's at?
It's the Puget Sound Battleground. It's at a convention center in Everett.
Okay. Are there gonna be vendors there?
Mm-hmm. We'll be too. And me and Ben are also making a stop at Card Kingdom. If you want to come with us for a day trip, you are welcome to.
I might do that.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to play. Are you guys just doing a day trip?
Yeah. Because we're just doing the team event on Sunday.
Oh yeah, it's only the team event.
Yeah. Man, Double Reality Smasher seems a little difficult for Nick to deal with right now. Ryan's currently very comfortable in this driver's seat.
Yeah, the 2 top deck smashers, pretty good.
I mean, look, if Nick's gonna top deck perfectly game 1, Ryan's gonna fire back.
I mean, there's a lot of things that. Nick
if Nick finds a Niv Mizzet, that definitely puts Reality Smasher behind.
Or Bring to Light. There's a K command. Return
Niv. Oh, return Niv.
You discard a card.
Oh.
Yeah, Niv Mizzet's a 6/6. Your Reality Smashers.
But don't good. Why?
There's 2 swords.
Right, but you want the Feast and Famine. Why would you discard the Feast and Famine?
No, because he knows he's got a grip full of lands.
I mean, he's about to. Oh, so I guess the Sophie.
No, it's the protection from red black. That's the other one.
Where's the? Oh gosh, what's that one even do?
Destroys planeswalkers and artifacts. I think that's better when you know your opponent's just got a grip full of lands.
Yeah, but now you see all of that. Like, oh, that's
1,
a draw
2,
6.
3, 4,
7.
That's a 7. That's
draw.
a new hand.
Yeah.
That's a brand new hand.
Oh, so Abrupt Decay, Cold Command.
I think what Ryan's Thoughtseize has to take Bring to Light, because that Bring to Light would just go and get a Wrath, and then you'd be left with Planeswalkers after you Wrath. Or that Bring to Light just goes and gets another Niv Mizzet.
Yeah. Ryan would have to draw a land. Because he doesn't have to play sword, equip sword, and swing. I think he was playing the Feast and Famine. He could have done that.
That's not enough damage. He's at 14. He's clustering his lands into a nice land iceberg.
So he did find a land, so he can Thoughtseize, play sword, equip sword.
Thoughtseize, probably take Bring the Light.
Okay, K-Command just blows up the...
How many cards does he have in his hand? 3, 4, 7. He should be discarding.
I think, yeah.
He got way too many cards in that hand. Yeah, that's a huge ass hand. What are you doing?
Does the Mizzet say you don't have a
No, it doesn't. He should be
okay.
discarded. Yeah, so he abrupt decays the sword.
Yeah, I don't think Ryan comes back from this point now, unfortunately.
You still gotta get in. Yeah. Let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really?
It's like, oh, I should have discarded it. Yeah.
Should have, yeah. Should have been more because he cast spells. There we go.
and he Thoughtseized him, right? Like, should be one more.
Yeah, one more, come on.
I don't think it really matters at this point.
It super does not matter.
Oh my god, alright, just going back at this point, like, okay, I'm gonna...
Oh, man.
No.
Niv Mizzet Thanos.
So Reality Smashers are Tony Starks? Like, what?
No, Reality Smasher is like... What are the generic alien enemies from the first movie? You can't actually frame Eldrazi to be the hero in any sort of scenario.
I don't know the name of the I want to say Cthulhu, but that's not wrong.
Man, Age of Ultron was really boring.
They really screwed up Ultron, which made me upset.
When you defeat the villain several times, he kind of loses his menace. Oh no.
Bring the light.
You again. However, will I defeat second Niv Mizzet? Let's go. Draw 7 more cards.
I mean, I feel like, you're making, because you have a Kazgal in hand. So like, you sack a creature, I make a 1/1. You sack a creature, I make a 1/1. Hit you for 6.
This is just over. Oh my goodness.
Wait, god, here we go.
Come on, dude.
1/1.
You can't be serious. That's ridiculous.
He's gonna have to open a Butterfinger now when he casts a second Gaia's Guile. Hit you for 6. Cast a second Gaia's Guile. God. Oh.
So starts at 3 counters, not 2, my guy.
He's like press. Oh.
This is like watching somebody try to run up against the wind, and then as they're running into the wind, suddenly a tornado just crashes through.
Well, there's the steel and sinew. So he's like, I can hit you for 7, blow up your red and 6. It's like,
No.
you sack a creature,
No,
I'll make a 1/1.
Stop it.
So he's just dead, right? 'Cause he's 8, yeah. So Niv Mizzet.
6, 7, 8 from the 2
Yep.
spirits.
And if he was even not, he could just like down tick the
Fashions
6.
another 1/1 here. The Exacto Knight. Always.
Oh, it's a path.
Okay.
Ryan's still alive.
Fail to find.
Oh my god.
Nope.
Delaying the
And
inevitable
those
here.
forests look yellow. Some yellow forests.
Because it's sunset, Liam. It's pretty.
Sunsets aren't usually like very yellow though. It's like it's odd. It'd be like sunrise.
Look, Liam, it is on that world, okay?
It'd be like a sunrise, my guy.
And that world is very yellow, okay? Let's deal with it.
It's actually a re-release of Skyrim in HD. Because that game is yellow. Like when I bought that version of Skyrim for PlayStation.
The HD one?
Yeah, because I wanted to replay it.
Yeah.
Because I only had it on PC as well. I was like, yeah, why not? Yellow as hell. I noticed that immediately. But luckily the community modded it. Thanks, community.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they actually announced Diablo 4.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. They just announced it. There's no trailers, nothing. Just Diablo 4.
Overwatch 2, the biggest DLC you've ever seen. And then Diablo 4. By the way, we're not talking about China. Quit asking about China. Sure.
Alright, so Ryan's going to take 2 here going to 6. And if Ryan doesn't draw a spell, he's just dead.
Yep.
Okay, Ryan goes to 6.
He's dead on board, and if he doesn't draw a spell, he's super dead from the Huntmaster flipping. That looks like a Wasteland Strangler. Could it be a Wasteland
Is he still alive?
Oh, it's a Thought-Knot Seer.
It's alright. I mean, he's not dead.
That's good. That's good.
Unless he has a...
In response, destroy that.
Sword, you take 2.
Could have done that in his draw step, and just fogged his turn. Goodbye, land grant.
Yep.
Could have just K-commanded his draw step. You discard a card.
What? Like, yeah, K-commanded... He didn't even shoot him for 2. He's like, K-commanded, you discard a card. They have no cards in hand. Like, why would you just shoot him for 2? He's at 4. And you swing all out and win.
Because you don't have to. So why would you?
I feel like Nyx is like the cat playing with the mouse at this point.
Nick is like a cat with a sledgehammer beating a dead horse that has a mouse inside of it. That's what you call a wilderness burrito. No, a roadkill pinata.
Alright. He's like, let's hit you for 2. Pass. He didn't... Oh, they're on turns. Okay, sure.
Oh my god.
Like, did Nick cast a spell on his turn?
Yeah, he cast the Astrolabe.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now he's just dead.
Land.
Because Huntmaster's gonna flip, deal him 2.
Attack him, send a message.
Here, I'll help you kill me.
Let me, I'm sick of prolonging the inevitable.
Draw.
Grip full lands.
Jeez. Alright. So, he's like, I will land, but I was just going to attack you and kill you.
Look at how bad my draws were.
Really? Oh my god. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh god, alright.
Okay, Nick. Alright.
Alright.